Top of the morning to you. It's Thursday, September 15th. I'm Gretchen Carlson. Thanks so much for sharing your time with us today. All right, he's a country music star whose hit songs have topped the charts, but now Clay Walker is jumping into the political arena. Well, kind of. His music is.
Yeah, Walker is lending one of his newest songs, All American, to longtime friend Rick Perry, and hoping the song propels him to the Oval Office. And Clay joins us live this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, guys.
So, you've been a friend of Rick Perry for 15 years, something like that?
Yeah, about that.
And you describe him as having a Democrat heart, but a Republican brain?
Well, he's far from Democrat. But he used to be. He's one of the greatest guys that I know. And personally, and I'm not that politically savvy, but the guy is, knowing someone that long, you're around them in different settings. And he's always the same. He's always a great guy. And I know him on a personal level. I mean, we've prayed together, we've eaten together, we've shared our families together.
Have you sung together?
Once. It was not pretty.
Well, now he's using your song as part of his campaign.
Yeah.
So he just called you up. Well, I know you talk to him frequently, but he just called you up and said, hey, can I use it?
Well, he did. I wrote the song a few years ago. It's called All American. It's on a new CD, and our latest CD. And he just said, I want to use the song. What do you think? And I said, I'm flattered, I'm honored. And the song just talks about good home values, and that's what Rick is about. He's a blue collar guy. You know, I mean, he can.
I can hear it right now. Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Right.
Sounds pretty good. Let me ask you this, because it says, tell me if I'm right or wrong, you were an Obama fan.
Well, I'm a fan of the way he is articulate. I think he had a lot of great ideas when he was elected. I was looking forward to the change. You know, I think he had good intentions. I don't think the change has happened. I think that Rick Perry is the guy that can, you know, fulfill those good intentions and that change. And we need that. I think all of America. During the recession, I was having lunch in Texas, in McKinney, Texas, and I had to wait 20 minutes in line at 2 o'clock, you know, for lunch. And I'm like, the recession they're talking about doesn't seem like it's really hitting Texas. And I think that, you know, as a fellow Texan, I'm proud of that, you know, and I look at what Rick Perry has done with our state. And, you know, if you can manage a state like that, I believe he could manage our country the same way.
All right, I want to talk about what you did over the weekend, because as everyone looked back at 10 years since 9/11, you and your talents were asked to sing the national anthem before the Texan game, Texans against the Colts.
That was, you know, just before. I'm not a tearful guy, but just before walking out onto the field, I was in my hotel, and they were showing some of the footage from around the memorials, and watching the families just broke me up. I just lost it. I was like, golly, you felt the loss with the families. And just before I walked out, I thought, Lord, please let this be the best time I've ever sang it, because this is the most important. And plus, to be standing down there with New York City Fire Department and PD was such an honor. And as those words left my lips, you know, it was such a surreal feeling to sing it.
And you did well. You didn't pull a Cyndi Lauper.
That's ridiculous. You know, someone asked me, they go, do you think there's any excuse for forgetting the words to the national anthem? And I said, it'd be like forgetting the words to Happy Birthday. You know, come on.
Tell us a little bit about something close to your heart, your MS Foundation.
Well, I was diagnosed with MS in '96, and coincidentally, a medicine called Copaxone came out that same year. And so I was able, because of the people that came before me, I was able to stay in remission for the last 13 years. And this is a disease that is manageable. So a lot of people don't know that, believe it or not. There's not enough publicity out there about multiple sclerosis. You hear, oh, there's a cure for MS, you know, and there is no cure for MS. And it gets people excited, and the media thinks, oh, that disease is already cured. It's not.
Check that
We're
out.
a long way to go. Yeah. But you can manage it. You know, I actually walked to this interview, you know, so that I'm living proof that you can manage this disease. Whenever my outlook or prognosis was really bad, whenever I was first diagnosed, they said 4 years wheelchair,
Right.
8 years you might not be here. So I'm doing great.
Those were horrible words to hear in your 20s when you're a vibrant young man.
Yeah, but look at this. Hit
I know,
songs.
but look at you now. That's what I was just going to say.
And hey, I'm on the political trail.
I know. Now you're in politics, whether or not you want to be there, my friend.
Yeah,
but Rick Perry's using your song. Congratulations.
Thank you guys
Great
very
to see
much.
you,
Good to be
Clay.
here. Love your show.
Thank you.
Love your music. All right, straight ahead, there's